Lawrence was meticulous with money and ensured every debt was paid off and people were treated fairly. He sends his sister Emily £5 and inquires about the £10 forwarded to his father, Arthur. Likewise, Frida's mother is sent £10 and £5 goes to her sister Else. Both families are treated equally. The Danish artists he spent the winter of 1922 with are informed, if ever you get really hard up, let me know at once. Money is to be shared when available. Lawrence deals in specifics, so you sense his frustration with Thomas Seltzer when he is told his royalties amount to about $4,000. I don't know what his "about" means, he complains to Robert Mountseer, his former American literary agent, but ensures he is paid his remaining commission. He is furious at the thought of being swindled by Mitchell Kennelly, who, despite relinquishing the contract and copyright to Sons and Lovers, is still selling unsold stock of the book. You will only succeed by fighting, and fighting again, he informs Seltzer. Black their eyes. Managing his own literary affairs is challenging when always on the move. When I get to a place where I can unload my trunks, I will let you have what contracts I possess, he informs Curtis Brown. Mexico City is an early contender for home. It's very American on the one hand and slummy on the other. A rather mongrel town. He enjoys excursions out to the pyramids, which seem to have risen out of the earth, but he is appalled when he attends a bullfight. Amy Lowell is informed, I would like to sit down and write a novel on the American continent. I don't mean about it, I mean while I'm here. Some people go on holiday and sunbathe, their tan evidence of their excursion. Lawrence follows a similar formula, except instead of lounging about, he writes a novel before he can move on. This is why he is able to dismiss previous locations. Spit on Taos for me, he informs Nud Merrill. How glad I am. I need not smell them anymore. He's offered a house by Zelia Nuttall, an American archaeologist and author of numerous books on Mexican history. Lawrence would repay her by featuring her as Mrs. Norris in The Plumed Serpent. Mexico is devoid of the snobbery of England, with so few pretences of any sort, but it's also unsafe. There are soldiers everywhere, and nearly all the big haciendas and big houses are ruins. There is the constant danger of being robbed or murdered by roving bandits and scoundrels who still call themselves revolutionaries. This may explain his rapid outburst to friends that I've had enough of the New World, and that he wanted to return to England because what's the good of being here if one can't live safely in the country? This discontent of not knowing where he really wants to be is summed up perfectly in a letter to Amy Lowell. I hesitate here